Hi everyone, this is Yin from Just Like a Breeze, and today I'm going to be reviewing a couple of Y front harnesses. Now I've been reading a lot about harnesses lately, and there's been a lot of talk about how different styles of harnesses can restrict movement, especially the ones with like a strap over the chest. Breeze does a lot of sports, a lot of agility, a lot of jumping and running, so I'm always looking for something that will be good for her and not restrict her movement, will not affect her gait in any way. As some of you may have seen in my previous videos, we've got a Comfort Flex harness, and that doesn't restrict movement, but it's got a chest across the strap, so it makes me a bit worried, and I wanted to try a couple of different styles of harnesses to see if they would work better. So I did my research and I've chosen 3 of the most well-known Y front harnesses that supposedly don't restrict movement, and so I've put them to the test. So the first harness I'm going to review is the original Fleece Lined Harness. This harness was developed by a canine behaviorist. It's apparently recommended by lots of vets, chiropractors, T-Touch professionals if you've ever used T-Touch, you know, things like that. So I was really interested to give it a try. The first impressions, it's really soft. It's covered all over in fleece from, you know, the chest strap to the girth strap. It's all padded in fleece, so I really like that. That means it will sort of lessen the risk of chafing or rubbing, especially under the arms. I find a lot of dogs who rub under the arms in harnesses. It's really good quality fleece. It's strong. The straps are strong, really durable webbing. The other thing I like about it is that it's really easy to put on and off. It's got a nice solid D-ring. It's not pressed together like a lot of D-rings are. This one's just solid metal all the way through, so I like that. And it comes in a really nice range of colors. I got blue because blue is Breeze's color. It's got a nice Y front design that doesn't restrict movement. What I don't like about it is actually the way the buckles on the back fit. If you put it on the dog, and I'll show you soon what I mean, the buckles actually face forwards rather than backwards, which I think is sort of a strange design because when you put it on, you'd want the straps to connect to the back. But really, that is the only fault I can find with this harness. It fits well, Breeze seems to run well in it, it doesn't seem to impede her movement in any way. It looks good, it's so soft, it looks really comfortable, so that's a major plus in my book. The next harness I'm going to review is the Hurtta Padded Y Harness. Now, I always like Hurtta products. They've got good quality products, a good range, good looking, you know, well made for dogs that are active and love the outdoors. So I was really excited to give this Padded Y harness a go. Now, the main thing I love about this harness, it's how lightweight it is. I like my dogs to be naked, forgive the term, but as in I like them to have, you know, as little on as possible to allow for the greatest freedom of movement, just, you know, light and easy. So that's why I really like my old Comfort Flex harness. And this Hurtta ticks the boxes when it comes to lightweight. As you can see, it's quite thin, it's really minimal. I put it on Breeze and you can hardly see it, and the shoulder straps are the thinnest of all the harnesses I've tried, so that allows for the greatest range of shoulder movement in my opinion. The Hurtta Padded Y Harness is also reflective. It doesn't look like it now, but if you use it at night or in low light situations, like in the evening, it's really reflective. They use, I think, 3M reflectors on it, so it's another added bonus if you walk your dog late in the evenings. The Hurtta Padded Harness, the one thing that I'm not a big fan of is how to put it on and off. With the other harnesses, you just slip it over their heads and buckle over the girth, but for the Padded Y harness, you actually need to thread the front leg through and then you buckle it over the girth. So this could be slightly inconvenient, especially if you're in a rush. The other thing about this harness that I'm not a big fan of is actually this size. I've got Breeze the 28-inch. According to the sizing charts on Hurtta's website, it should be the perfect fit, but it actually doesn't. It sits a little bit awkwardly on her, like the neck fits fine, the girth fits fine, but I think because the chest strap is just a tad too short, it sort of comes up really close underneath her arms, and I don't like that because it just means that there's more of a chance to chafe and rub under her arms as she moves. The girth strap itself is not actually padded, it's just a nylon webbing, so that's also why I'm worried about it rubbing. When I spoke to the sales rep about this harness and I asked if I should go a size up, they actually advised me not to because this harness doesn't have a lot of in-between sizing. So if I had gone a size up, the girth strap wouldn't have fit Breeze, unfortunately. So if you have a dog that's also a lot of in-between sizing like Breeze is, probably the Hurtta Y Harness might not be a good fit, but if you can find it in a store somewhere near you and you can try it on, that's the best. So try it on before you buy. I would strongly recommend you try it on first. The D-ring on the Y Harness is also a strong looking D-ring, but it's quite thin. It's not as sturdy as the other harness. The buckle itself is also just made of, I don't want to say this, but slightly flimsy looking plastic. Every time I put it on, I'm always slightly nervous that it's going to break. So if you have a really strong dog, I'm not sure that this would be the best choice for you. Maybe check it out first. I do wish that the chest strap was adjustable. That is my only gripe about this Hurtta harness. If not for the fact that it doesn't fit properly, I would probably use it the most as my go-to harness because I just love how lightweight it is. What a shame, Hurtta! Okay, last but not least, this is a very popular harness now and everyone's raving about it, and I kind of understand why. This is the Ruffwear Front Range Harness. Every man and his dog has got one, so I had to get my hands on one as well to see what all the fuss is about. So the Ruffwear Front Range Harness is by far the most sturdy, durable looking harness out of all the ones I have. You can see it's really well made, it's good quality stuff. As soon as I took it out of the package, I thought this is really good quality. It's got 4-point adjustment, so that means it adjusts not just around the girth, which is handy, but also around the neck, and this is great because that means I can just loosen the neck strap a bit, and so it pushes the whole harness further back so it's not sitting so close under her armpits. I love it. Now it's called the Front Range Harness because it's also got a little hook in the front of the harness on the chest. This is for people who have dogs who pull. Apparently when the leash is hooked to the front and the dog pulls, it just turns the dog around to the side, back facing you instead. If you're using a easy walker or a gentle leader, then you would know what I mean. Breeze doesn't pull, so I don't use this front attachment as much, but in saying that, I find this front hook really useful for training. When training, sometimes Breeze is facing me, so if I have the leash onto a collar or on the back strap, she gets tangled sometimes, so having it in the front makes it really handy. It's also got a little pocket on the back section, and this is where apparently you can put in your little ID tags, collar tags, things if your dog goes missing, like your phone number or something like that. It's just got a Velcro closing to keep it secure. Now I'm not so sure how many people would actually know to look in there if they found your dog roaming to find your contact details, but it's a good thing to have. The D-ring on the back of the harness is the strongest out of all the other harnesses. It's made of aluminium, it's really sturdy, so there's no worry about that breaking. Unfortunately the hook in front is not metal, it's just, I don't know what this is. I think it's rubber or nylon or something. It's not as strong as the D-ring, so if you have a dog that pulls a lot and you want to use this mainly to stop the pulling, I'm not so sure this will hold up to it, especially if you have a big strong dog, but you could give it a go. The straps are adjustable and really easy to put on and off. I like that you can adjust it when it's actually on the dog as opposed to adjusting and fiddling with it before and then putting it on. That way you get the best fit. It comes in a range of really nice colors. I got blue, of course, and it's just a really good harness. So one thing I don't like about this harness, if I had to choose, would be probably the bulk. As I said before, I like my harnesses to be really lightweight, really minimal, so the Ruffwear is slightly heavier and bulkier than the rest of them, like the chest plate is really wide, you know, the back plate is quite substantial. So that's my only thing I don't like, but it'll be good for, I don't know, hiking and things like that. So it's not exactly a bad thing. The size I got for Breeze is a medium. It fits her perfectly. I actually was going to get her a small because according to the sizing charts that Ruffwear had, a small would have fit her perfectly. But luckily the sales rep told me not to get a medium because the sizing actually runs quite small in the Ruffwear range. So I took her advice and I'm so glad I did. The medium fits perfectly. Small would have been way too small. So go up a size if you are not sure. Just for a cute thing, I like that the Ruffwear has a little section in the front here where you can write your dog's name. It says my trail name is whatever and my phone number is whatever. So that's just another place to put your contact details. Alright, I'm gonna put these harnesses on and off and show you how it's done. Alright, so the first harness is the Fleece Lined Harness. Here it is. So it's easy. Just slip over the head. Please move your head. So just slip over the head. Like so, in between the legs and up through the girth strap. And here you can see what I mean with these buckles facing forward. I'd much rather they face backwards because that seems like a much more natural alignment for the strap to go in, but that's the way it's made. So we'll just put that on. Easy. Same to take off. Just over there. The next one is the Hurtta Padded Y Harness. This one's a bit more fiddly, so just put that over the neck, like so, and then you have to thread her front leg through this strap here. So just put that through, and then underneath the girth, reach across and buckle on the top. There. So slightly more fiddly. And same to take off, just undo that. So take the leg off. There we go. And over the neck. Good girl. Next is the front range. Another easy harness to put on and off. So just, come on Breeze, show them. Over the head, into the neck, under between the legs, and up with the girth strap. And just buckle it in there. Now with the front range you can adjust the harness while it's on the dog. So for the girth strap you just adjust it down here where you can see a little buckly thingy, and on the neck just there. The video that Ruffwear has on their website makes it look really easy, but I find it a bit fiddly, so I tend to not mess with it too much. Breeze, come on. Up. Let me take it off. Good girl. Good girl. And there you go. Well, that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm so sorry I haven't filmed much in a while, but I've just been busy and so has Breeze. But we'll do our best to film more for you. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more videos. If you want to check out my previous reviews on the other harnesses I have, which is the Comfort Flex and the Bergan car harness, I'll put a link to the side so you can just click on that. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time. This is Yin, Breeze and Gigi signing off. Bye!